going on, people? It's the Xbot 448, and guys, unless you have been living under a rock, or you're not necessarily a hardcore gamer, or you only listen to news to your preferred piece of plastic, you know PlayStation has announced that PSN ID changes are coming. Everybody, pop your confetti, pop that champagne, get ready to party. You're finally able to change your name on the PlayStation Network. Hold on a second, guys. There is a couple pieces of information that, for some rhyme or reason, people on social media haven't been sharing. A couple important things to know when it comes to these ID changes, which are coming to early testing like very soon, and the early testing is going to go through November, I believe. And first off, you have to be registered as an early beta tester with PlayStation, and then out of that group, they're going to pick a certain number of people out of that group to actually, you know, test this, I guess you can call it a feature. I know on the Xbox side, you have been able to change your gamer tag for, I don't know, like over a decade already, but it is really great news that this is coming to PlayStation. It is something that, you know, gamers out there, PlayStation fans, have been wanting for a long time. Now, the information, the stuff that you're not getting on Twitter or Facebook is, for some rhyme or reason, the PlayStation ID changes. When you do this, it's not going to be compatible with all games. Like, I have no idea what this means. I thought an ID change would be kind of like at the heart of the PlayStation Network, and it didn't really have anything to do with the games you're playing, but that seems to be the case in this instance. I will let you know, before we get into that whole thing, I will let you know that, you know, early testing this year, and Sony is stating that early 2019, they're going to come out with the ID change for everybody who is on the PlayStation Network. So, it only works with certain games and applications. Now, from what I'm seeing, they're covering a lot of bases, but it's still weird to me that, you know, not all games and apps are gonna be compatible with an ID change. Now, first off, any game published after April 1st of 2018 will be compatible. All right, so any game after April 1st, 2018 will be compatible, and then Sony has stated the majority of the most played games before then will also be compatible. This has got me scratching my head. Like, I have no idea why it's a game-to-game basis that, you know, the ID change is going to click when it comes to all this. Hopefully this is just an early tester kind of like setup. I don't know, it just seems really weird to me. Not only that, when it comes down to it, with your PlayStation ID, if you want to change it one time, it's free, right? The second time it's going to be $10, but if you are a PlayStation Plus member, it would only be $5 to change your ID. And I think that is a really good, that's a really good option right there. People on Xbox, you know it, it's $10 flat to change your gamer tag. No matter if you have gold or not, it is $10 flat. So right there, Sony has made a really smart decision in terms of the price point. I was wondering what they were going to do with this, but having it as $5, if you have a PS Plus account, that is awesome right there. But I still gotta go back to, how are not all games and apps compatible with an ID change? Basically it says, please note, not all games and applications for PS4, PS3, and the Vita systems are guaranteed to support the online ID change and users may occasionally encounter issues or errors in certain games. Now, I really want to go in on this. Does this mean that if you bought the game digitally and it's not compatible with the ID change, does it mean that you're locked out of your game? Because that's what I'm reading between the lines. And I'm going to say it again. That's what I'm reading between the lines. I'm not stating that that's true, but if I had to do a little kind of like PI work, a little investigation over here, to me it sounds like if it's not compatible, you might not be able to play it. So to the people out there who are in the kind of like early access program when it comes to PlayStation, you know, you get to test out these things early, I would be a little wary on whether or not, you know, I'm gonna do this as a tester, in my opinion, because if it takes away some of your favorite games and you can't play it because it's not quote unquote compatible, that's an issue, man. I don't know what they're doing to do this change. I think they might have found kind of like a workaround. All right, that's what I think is going on here. You know, because when it comes to your ID is a part of what I call the foundation of the service. And if they built the PlayStation Network, you know, without building in the option to change your ID, then they would have to go back to the foundation of the service and kind of recode a few things. If they don't do that, if they found a workaround, then that's where I can see, you know, not all games or applications are going to be compatible, and they're going to really have to do a lot of work. Now, either this is all fluff and they're trying to make it sound like harder than what it is, or it might be exactly what I just said, that they just found a workaround to this instead of getting to the root of the problem and kind of changing the code on the base structure of the PlayStation Network. But all in all, guys, I want to know what you think about this. I think it's good. It's good news for people who play on PlayStation, who have been playing on PlayStation for a while, might not like, you know, their ID that they created way back in the day. I think this really caters to those people. And the $5, if you're on PlayStation Plus, it's only $5 to change your name. I think that is a great move. Phil Spencer out there, Xbox, are you hearing? That is a great move. So if we have gold, can we just change our name for $5 instead of 10? Balls in your court again, guys. But as usual, guys, if you like the topic, you like the gameplay, definitely hit that thumbs up button. For me, definitely hit up the comment section. Like I said, I want to know what you think about this. Did you know about kind of like some of the stipulations going with the ID change when as they're testing it out? And do you think that these problems are actually going to be there when they officially release the ID change in early 2019 to every PlayStation owner? I'm curious to see what you guys think about that. You know, like I said, hit that thumbs up button for me. It helps the channel out. It helps the video get out there. You know, it helps it out incredibly. If you haven't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe. But as for now, this is the Xbot 448, and I am definitely signing off.
Trying to get demons up out of me. Turn to a beast, eat your arteries. Deceasing opponents so properly. Unleashing the dark side, what got to me. We come to take this shit over.